Welcome to Michael's Mailbox. Hey everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au and all that stuff that goes with it. Let's get straight into Michael's Mailbox. What is it? What do you do? How much fun is it?
Okay, so Michael's Mailbox is just us reading through any comments that people have made on YouTube videos and then responding to those comments usually if they require a longer answer or if they're asked multiple times in different ways. Just saves us typing them out. So we skim read through it. We don't usually have pre-picked out ones. We just kind of skim. So that's what it is. And how much fun is it? Some days it's fun.
You love it.
Yeah, we're struggling today. That's okay. Starting off with our live in lockdown that we did last Friday. Just want to kick off with the fact that I said that we were doing it again this week. We're not. I forgot it was a public holiday this week, this Friday in Victoria. So the grand final has moved to Perth. None of the AFL players are in Melbourne. And we're still having the public holiday anyway. I'm really not sure why. But
there's no parade.
There's no parade. There's nothing. We're not even allowed to have a parade, even if there was.
There is no use for this.
Yeah. But we're still having the day off.
Yeah.
So I know Ruben's excited about
yes,
that.
Yes, true. He's been working really extra hard.
He has.
Yeah.
So this is from Hawk Saint Victory. Do you know if this guy might be confused? Hawk Saint Victory. You either pick one team or the other. Do you know if the Perth Mint will commemorate the first AFL Grand Final in Perth, WA, with a gold coin? Not that I've heard. So I'm assuming not. It wouldn't shock me if they came out with one later, but no, at this stage, no. Great live stream today. Just thought I would remind you, the Grand Final public holiday, yes. So Midnight Gardener, great live stream, great special, a great family business, and by that I mean the very wide and extended family on both sides of the counter. Yeah, we are incredibly appreciative of our Bullion Now family.
Absolutely. For those who didn't see the live stream and don't know what the special was, do we want to tell them?
Yeah, if I could remember what it was. 10 ounce Lunar Dragons.
From 2012.
From 2012, yes.
Yeah. Good deal too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. What else have we got here? MSKR 111. Yippee-ki-yay. Thanks for putting us out of the misery quickly. Got mine. Yeah. We've actually automated the system on that for anyone who hasn't caught up with it lately for the specials. So they're getting out a heck of a lot faster rather than taking days to get the emails out, which it was for a while. So Peter McDonald, hi guys, got any 1 ounce gold tigers for click and collect? We do. They're under pre-order at the moment, although I just received notification that Perth Mint has dispatched our next batch. So they should be back in stock for anyone who's placed an order. Should be back and available for click and collect tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, so from Thursday we'll have them. I don't know when this will be released. Lance Watson, I found out about Bullion Now through YouTube and all of my purchases since have been through Bullion Now. Thank you very much. We definitely appreciate that. The benefit is that I feel I know you and trust you even though I've never stepped in the store. Please open a store in Sydney. We would like to very soon. So cheers from Torres Straits. Oh, Andrew, he's up in Torres Straits. Pretty sure he works on a barge up there. So hope you're doing well up there, mate. So, yeah, not going to touch that one. That's a little political. Right, moving right along. So, comments from last week's mailbox. So this is from Rochelle. Love the guys at BN, possibly the only international overseas place I'll ever buy from. Keep up the good work. Hope to meet in person sometime in this lifetime. Us too. I was actually having that conversation today. This one's from Reach Noddy. If I slowly buy coins up to a tube, do I get the tube? Like if I buy X amount of coins a week till I get to 25 or whatever the tube amount is.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, we really... I'd be lying if I said it never happened, but we would prefer... It makes it easier for us, I suppose, if you buy unallocated until you get to 25 ounces, in this case, and then convert the whole lot over to a tube in one hit. What tends to happen is people buy them 2 at a time, put them in allocated, 2 here, 3 there, 4 there, and they build up 25 and we don't actually realise. So when they ask for it to be shipped out, because it's already been picked and placed into storage, We just ship them all out, and they go, well, hang on a sec, I had 25, I was expecting a tube. And we kind of go, oh,
but we pick them and set them aside individually.
Yeah, so, as the orders come in, they're picked and put to the side. So it doesn't always work in theory. The best way to do it is to actually just buy that 2 or 3 ounces of unallocated over the weeks, and then when you get to 25, say, right, I want to convert the whole lot into a tube of kangaroos, tigers, eagles, whatever you're buying at the time. KJV, thank you for answering my question. Maybe the 1 kilo will be a Christmas present. That's a great idea for a Christmas present. Lance Watson again, didn't get a platinum tiger, but I'm very happy with the half-ounce gold tiger. The half-ounce is a great one to get. Can't wait to get my hands on it. I totally agree. AY, I think the security features are gimmicky and overrated. The security is in the metal itself that can be tested and can't be replicated. People have been trying to turn lead into gold for 6,000 years. No such luck. I agree with your statement. I don't agree with your statement. Yeah, look, if you're buying a Perth Mint 1 ounce bar, let's say a 1 ounce gold bar, look, the security features are overrated because at the end of the day they can be replicated, if we're completely honest. The only way you can get around the security features effectively is to have a good XRF and a good operator behind it. Having said that, the security features become part of a coin and that type of thing, so it adds to the design of the coin, the mystery of the coin, and it does actually stop those coins. It reduces the chance of those coins being fraudulently produced. You're never going to eliminate it. So I agree, but I don't agree because it also adds to the flavour of the coin, if you like. So I don't even really understand this one. Calypso Moon. Michael looks a tad like a serial killer with his Kubrick smile at the beginning. Yeah.
I've often thought that.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yes. What's that program with the guy who does autopsies during the day and then serial killer at night?
Oh, I've heard about it. Haven't watched it, but yes, I've heard about it.
I'm a bullion dealer during the day.
like a Dexter.
Yeah, that's the one, Dexter. Yes. Hamachingo. Is it me or did the 1 ounce silver tigers already sell out pretty much everywhere? Yeah, look, the silver tigers did. We still have some on pre-order, so you'll actually see them appear semi-occasionally on our website for pre-order. We do have some more coming through slowly, but they're few and far between. So if you find them and you want them, I would suggest grabbing them sooner rather than later, because if you go, oh, that's all right, I'll get them later on, you'll find that everyone's sold out. The 1 ounce platinum has already done that. We did it within minutes. The 1 ounce gold is certainly well on the way. I would be shocked to see any 1 ounce golds easily available come mid to late October. I think they'll be all gone. And the 1 ounce silvers, I think, will be done and dusted by the end of this month. And they will be difficult to get hold of. Now we ride. In your next video, can you go over your storage fees after your generous 3 month for free is over? I'm here in the States and thinking about storing some metals that I buy from you instead of shipping at home. It's a great idea. We've actually been talking about doing a more in-depth video on it. We are actually going to make some changes to our storage program. Don't panic. We are going to make some changes to our storage program come the new year. We will still be doing the 3 months free, but it's how we manage it after the 3 months. So we're still hammering out the finer detail on that. So stand by on that one. P-Pan. Michael, that was Series 3 Gold Mouse 2 ounce. I meant Series 2 Gold Mouse 2 ounce. 2008. I can't remember what the question was on that one, mate, so I'll have to chase back on it and get back to you on that. Or you can ask it again, maybe in the live stream or something like that, and I'll do some research on it. Hyperspace Holiday, why do you only do PayPal for international buyers? We don't only do PayPal for international. It is absolutely the easiest way, and that's why we default back to it. But we do have a Wise account that used to be called TransferWise. So we have a Wise account that you can use. You'll need to contact us. I don't know how widely we make those details available. So maybe shoot us an email or something along those lines if the details aren't available on the website. But we take US dollar in that. We take euros, British pounds, and I think it's New Zealand dollars on that. So you do have other options, but PayPal is the easiest option by far for the international buyers. And then Robin, big shout out to Robin, who has an actually, what do you call it when they put in the links to the individual
time
section?
codes.
Yeah, he's time coded it for us.
Thanks, Robin.
Fantastic stuff, mate. Matt Pearson, does Michael cut his own hair? And this is from a different Michael, not from me. It's lockdown in Melbourne, so the barbers have been closed the last few months. Michael, like the rest of us, cutting own hair, or our partners with no experience giving it a go, I'm guessing. I didn't think it was that bad.
A lot of people are obsessed with your haircut.
Yeah, well, I actually think that comment was made 6 days ago. I don't think I'd had my hair cut at that point. So I think he's commenting on the mop that I had on the live stream, which was a mop. I don't actually make this commonly known, but I actually don't live in a lockdown area. I live regionally, so I'm actually allowed to get a haircut. So I'm one of the few, I suppose. Although apparently it's big trade, the old who'd believe it?
Black market
the black
haircuts.
market haircuts has become the thing.
It's a thing. Yeah.
So who would have believed that 2 years ago? So where are we here? This is on the Silver Dragons that Matt did, the interview with Silver Dragons. I might actually not do too many comments in there. I might leave that to Matt to actually make any comments.
Okay.
So there was one comment I did want to touch on that I actually saw go through earlier. STI Custom, when SD, so Silver Dragons, said he started collecting silver to save money, it sounded like a crazy idea for a moment, then it made sense. Silver and other precious metals are a brilliant way to save. They're not like cash, which you can transfer from one account to another and then spend online or at a shop. Silver needs to be taken to a bullion dealer and you have to sell it online, then wait for the money. And for most stackers, they don't want to part with their stash, so the more silver you buy, eventually it's less cash that you waste on things you don't really need. And that's a thing that we talk about quite frequently. It just puts up that one level of difficulty to spend the money. I know a mate of mine takes his credit card and he actually keeps it in a block of water in the freezer. So if he ever feels the need to go and spend money, he has to defrost his credit card, and obviously you can't just stick that in the microwave because it screws the credit card. So it means that he has to wait, usually till the next day, to actually get the credit card out of the block of ice. So by that time, he's usually cooled down. Bad use of word. He's actually
had time to think.
Yeah, had time to think and decides he doesn't want it. But if he still does want it at that point, he figures that actually it's worth getting, so he spends it. And this is a similar thing. So by converting it into something that 1 degree harder to convert back into cash, you're just providing that barrier to stop yourself wasting the money on, a good night out or I don't know, make it up. I was going to say go to the movies, but none of us can do that in Victoria at the moment anyway.
The example I give is the cheap TV in Aldi.
Yeah.
You're in Aldi, you go, oh, I like that, and you go, I've got to go to the bullion dealer.
Yeah.
It's that one layer of friction.
Yeah. So, but then if you do need it, you still can convert it into cash, and quite often, particularly with collectibles and that sort of stuff, you can convert it hopefully to more cash than what you paid for it at the time. So the rest of them, I think I'm going to leave to Matt, although there is a lot of support for Matt doing it. So we'll keep going. I know he's about an hour ago he finished another interview with Silver Joker, was it?
Silver Joker.
Yeah, so look for that coming up in the not too distant future. It was a good interview. Our really, really, really short video that we released, what do you call them?
Short?
A short... original.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're on now, which was the...
we're trialling that thing.
Yeah. It was just a Perth Mint Tiger collection, just a couple of quick shots of the different tigers. I agree, I made the similar comment. I'm still buying CDs, would have preferred Eye of the Tiger as the music.
Yes.
So obviously Midnight Gardener's hanging it out there because he's got Go Tigers. So how do you guys sell... do you guys sell those drawstring bags? I've been trying to find quality ones and they look nice. Joe and I had a bit of a discussion about this off camera because I actually saw that one. If you're meaning the
purple pouches.
The purple pouches, I don't have one here. Look, make a purchase. We throw them in with pretty much every single purchase. We don't tend to sell them. If you drop them past the store, grab one. If you really, really, really want one sent out to you, I'm sure we can organise it, but you're going to have to pay postage for it. But yeah, make a purchase and you'll most likely get one anyway. Particularly if you make a comment on the bottom, I'd really like one of those snazzy purple bags. So if that's what you're after, just let us know and we can supply it. More pain coming. This is you doing your technical analysis, Joe.
Oh, okay.
So, would you like to make the comments?
If you like, or
So
I can even. Maybe, do you want to skip that one? I can respond to those myself if you want.
Yeah, let's just have a look what's going on.
Sure, why not?
So, some call it pain, some call it opportunity. I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Depending on whether you have your stack fully stacked or not. Because if you've already got it all, you want it to then go up. But if you're still looking to purchase, you want it to go down.
I challenge any stacker to say that they've completed their stack.
Yeah. It's like they are like Pringles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always find something else, like something more. I've got 2 ton of silver, but I really like that kilo bar. I just want one more. I just want one more.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's an opportunity.
It is addictive. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, this is from Midnight Gardener. I'm starting to feel like Tony Yugoslav asking, "Where's my rhodium?" Can you please share some insights into the not much talked about rhodium factor of bullion, please?
Let me do my further research on rhodium. I know a little bit, but not as much as I know about the others. It's kind of... I don't deal in it, so I don't look into it. However, give me some time, and I'll get it to you.
We do actually stock rhodium. We've got some half-ounce bed bars, I think, of rhodium in at the moment.
Okay.
So if you're interested in those, call... I don't think we've got them listed on the website at the moment, but give us a call, 1300 84 84 10, or email sales@bullionnow.com.au, and we can hook you up with some. Rhodium's an interesting one. So a couple of years ago it was like $3,000 an ounce, and it's now like $20,000 an ounce, Australian, I'm talking now. So it certainly has moved. We're at a disadvantage in Australia. I don't know if people are aware, but rhodium actually incurs GST in this country. So that kind of puts it a little bit behind the 8 ball. But it's still definitely a worthwhile investment having a discussion on. Utah, get me too. With everything going on in the world right now, it's ridiculous. The only things going down are the hedges against the fiat system, upside down world. I disagree with that.
Okay.
Lots of things are going down at the moment. Share market's copping a hammering. Cryptos are copping a bit of a hammering.
Oh, some of them?
Yeah, but you could say that about metals.
True.
Some
True,
of them,
true.
I mean, platinum's taken a decent
True.
step up today.
That's true.
I would say, this is a generalised statement. I'm noticing that the dips are happening across the board, and they are lasting for a lot less time, and they're dropping a lot less than they used to. So when we used to have a correction, it would go on for quite a while, and you'd get a decent 10, 15, 20% correction. These days, across all the major investments like stock market, precious metals, crypto, we seem to be seeing these quote unquote flash crashes, if you like, where it does drop, but it only drops crypto's a little different because it always takes everything to an extreme.
Yeah.
But you'll see these 3, 5, 8% drops, and then they'll turn on a dime and they're straight back up again.
And to the novice investor, what does that signal to you? You're talking dead cat bounce? No. The quicker dips. Because the dips are quicker and they're getting they're getting bought back up more quickly. What does that signal to you?
To me,
yeah,
it signals. I think it's different. I hate saying this. I think it's different this time around. You're talking late stage.
No, I'm asking your actual. I'm not leading you anywhere. I'm asking your opinion.
I think that people are, particularly the younger generations, so younger than me, younger generations are far more attuned to these sorts of crashes, and they're far more attuned to investments than my generation older were/are. And particularly with the amount of information that's out there and how freely it's available, they're not frightened of going in boots and all and going, I see this as a buying opportunity, I'm going to snap it straight back up, and it bounces because I'm in my late 40s. I've never seen continual corrections this quickly in such a short period of time. Let's say over particularly the last 2 years, but I'd say over the last 5 years. So even the crash that we saw at the start of the pandemic, where the market copped a right hiding and all markets were down, 20 odd %, to see that bounce back within the year, and in fact the bounce back within months, in a lot of cases
very,
within
very
6-8 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't think historically of a time where that's ever occurred across a whole spectrum. You know, yeah, sure, an individual stock or an individual investment may have bounced back that quickly, but I've never seen, and I'm not aware of, any stock market crash or precious metal crash or even crypto crash that has bounced back that quickly.
Fair enough.
So that's my theory anyway.
I reckon we've got time for one more video.
Okay, let's bounce the video. So this is the Geiger Grammars. Hey. So if you've watched that one, that's where I embarrassed myself by opening the 1 gram one upside down and it goes absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was one of my more stellar moments. The Mad Jarrell. What a beauty. Wish you guys had the silver version of them in silver bars. Believe it or not, I'm actually looking at trying to get some in. Any of the overseas stuff, particularly the European stuff, is hard work to get hold of. So, STI Custom. And Michael has had a haircut. Looking good, mate. Thanks very much.
See, the haircut thing.
Jamie Frost. Lovely square bars. Shame the 1 grammers aren't capsulated. Yeah, we're on the fence with this one. We decided to go the cheap option, me being a notorious cheapskate. So we actually thought we'd save a few dollars and bring them in without the capsules. I am wondering if it was a mistake. We'll probably bring some in with capsules in the not too distant future.
I've got to tell you, the boxes of 30 sold like hotcakes. Yeah. They sold real quick.
Yeah, which is good. And they're great boxes, great presentations, the whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do come. They do look nice in the case. They're a few bucks cheaper outside the case. That's how it comes. So 10 gram goes from Ryan James. 10 gram gold. That was actually the last gold purchase of mine about 2 weeks ago. So it's a good size of 10 grammer.
They sold really quickly as well, those Geiger ones.
Yeah. Max AJ just got the 1 ounce silver bar Geiger. They look incredible. Definitely going to get more. A few comments on the black light security feature. Look, there's a couple of comments about, look, it's no big deal. It's not a big deal. As in it could be replicated, but it's still there. So it's cool. Yeah, it's cool, and it is there. So it's something else. And it's another hurdle. It's that one stage harder to replicate. This is from Rochelle again. Joe and Michael, how do you open the box? I was gifted the Geiger 20 gram. I don't think we're talking about the box. I think we're talking about the
capsule.
case.
No idea.
The Geiger 20 gram bar in the square box. I want to open it up and set it into a pendant, which sounds like a great idea. I've actually never had a crack at opening those things, but they look pretty difficult. So
I wouldn't try.
Yeah. Cane Friday. I saw this one go across, so I'm glad this one's popped up again. They are cool, but $35 per gram over spot. I'd have to live to 130 years old to get the premium back. They're very cool, but make that 45 over spot for the serious collector worth every cent. Yeah, look.
Talking about the singular grams?
Yeah, they're talking about singular grams. So $35 or $45 over spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's a lot over spot, and we actually make comment on that on the video. But you got to remember that when you sell it, if you sell it back to me as a bullion dealer, and I'm suggesting in this case, I'm shooting myself in the foot and saying I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sell it back to a bullion dealer. You're not going to get the premium. We're going to give you a spot or less back for it. But on the secondary market, you are absolutely almost guaranteed to get a lot of that premium back, if not all of it. So I would actually say it's one of those cases where it is worth the premium for the cool factor. Yeah. So each to their own, but that's the type of thing. Steph, I live 5 kilometres from the factory, so cool. And that's about it.
Excellent. Good.
If anyone's got any... got to make comment on this.
Okay.
David Hunter. Upside down, Miss Jane. You are absolutely correct. So that's an Australian reference for anyone that's missing out. It was a program way back in the dark ages when I was a kid called Mr. Squiggle. And the picture used to always be upside down. And blackboard.
Blackboard? What do I say? Upside down. Upside down.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
we're from a different generation.
Yeah, much different.
Yeah.
And the Midnight Gardener. Coincidentally, I received a $2 Mr. Squiggle coin in the change this morning. It's got Blackboard on it on the reverse, dated 2019. Spun me out as I never knew about this RAM set. Believe it or not, we actually had 20 or 30 of those delivered here the other day.
Oh, cool.
So for LCS, so Little Coin Shop. So they've got them. So if you're after a Mr. Squiggle RAM set, contact LCS Little Coin Shop and they'll sort you out.
littlecoinshop.com.au.
That's the one.
And bullionnow.com.au.
That's the other
the
one.
YouTube channel /youtube.com/bullionnow. And like, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff.
Come on, mate. What's the Instagram, the Facebook?
Instagram /Bullion Now. Facebook /Bullion Now. I'm pretty sure it is as well.
What's the TikTok?
It doesn't. No, it does have one. I think it does. I think it's I don't know. just TikTok search Bullion
Google
Now.
Bullion Now. You'll come up with something.
Yeah, there'll be something. We're everywhere.
That's it.
Anything else?
That's it from me.
All right. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that's it from me too. We're doing it in reverse.
We are.
See ya.
See ya.